लेकिन अभी उसने रात को उसकी ईमेल चेंज
Oceans and farms are being carved into blocks for oil and gas companies, sources of food and income. Defenders of our rights our governments are being bought and bribed. What is the evil that...
Our team is here on the ground in Baku, in Azerbaijan, supporting actions. Actions and creativity are some of the main ways in which civil society has a voice inside the UN. There's very limited spaces, official spaces by which civil society can engage and have their voices heard. But what we found is actually using actions and using creativity is in some ways one of the best tools we have. Yeah.
We see these actions where the numbers are being read about how many people lose their homes every day. They're our friends, you know. But to people from whom it's very far away, it's very difficult to make them pay attention. And I think that's where also the creativity comes in, and the personal, the humanness and the personal side of it comes in, that we try to tell stories through visual to creativity and not just show them plain numbers, but like put behind it the human face and the human emotion as well. This is what it's going to look like when I sew everything together, and once we have this, I'm going to make it into a loop.
Do you want to listen to it again, Bunny?
No, it's okay.
Then?
Det har som ett akkurat.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. We have to. I don't know you want.
I'm just a tiny part of it, because it's not our work that makes the change, but it's the work of the collective community, you know. But I'm a tiny part of it. And if I see that it does make a change, and there's even just a tiny bit of betterment for some people, for 10 people, let's say, 100 people, or like very little steps forward, of course it's worth it.
We're very grateful that these spaces for protest exist, but they are very limited, and we've seen increasing limitations in recent years. But one of the results of having to operate inside this narrow frame of what is allowed and what isn't allowed is it really makes us lean into creativity. And over the past years, I think we've seen over and over again that it's creativity that actually helps bring some of these stories of the important things that are happening outside the COP.
What do we want? We want to get big polluters out. We want to weed out the snakes.
Really uplifting to see comrades, to see friends and allies here coming together despite the restrictive conditions for civil society and movements. We try to still come together and raise our voices together, so that's a very positive thing.
Keep us in a labyrinth full of lies, death, and a cycle of precariousness. And if we continue on this fossil fuel path, we continue to be fossil